Hey everybody, welcome to the first official Bounce Back Boys fight show. I am sitting here with the notorious Josh Swabowitz, aka the
Swabby bets, baby.
Mr. Swabby Betts. I'm your host, Zach Catarino, aka the Reen Machine. We're gonna dive into this week's fight night. There's a lot of good fights going on this week, so we're gonna jump right into it. A little bit of controversy for this first fight. Swabby, why don't you dive into what's going on for the first fight of the night?
So there was a little bit of a mix-up, and all of a sudden we got Jackson McVeigh fighting Zachary Reese.
Zachary's by murder.
Yeah, pretty much is what I was thinking, even though it's short notice for him. But McVeigh in his last fight did not look great. Got armbarred in the first round, and at this level, getting armbarred is not a good look.
No, no, I don't like it. I like Zachary Reese on that. Quick question for you, Swabby. What's the line on that?
Zachary Reese minus 300, 350, somewhere in that range.
Okay, all right. We're gonna have to find a little bit of value on that.
Oh, I got it for you, brother. It's I don't know what it is. Let me look it up real quick. But Zachary Reese loves to play that jujitsu game. So I could definitely see a club and sub. Oh, they don't even have it out yet.
Because
So
they know the bounce
submission.
back boys are on it.
The dude loves submissions. He's the dude who you know Cody Brundage, right?
Of
Remember him?
course, of
So
course.
Reese had him locked up in an armbar, and Brundage slammed him to another dimension, knocked him out cold. Zachary
I
Reese loves the jiu-jitsu game, even though he has hands. I don't get it, but that would be the way to go is by submission. He loves to play that game.
Okay, I like it. Bring them to the ground, a little bit of ground and pound, get them
Yep.
vulnerable, and then get a nice submission in
The
there.
other guy loves to go to the ground too, which is perfect. He's a wrestler, so
He is. Okay.
let's go.
Well, another thing to look out for that fight is maybe the over. I don't see that ending too quick. Maybe the second or the third round. How do you feel about that?
Depends on what they set it at.
I did
Maybe
say Reese
over.
was going to win by murder, so you can quote me on that. He is. I do think he wins by finish. I don't think it goes to decision.
That's fair. I don't know if they'll set it at 1.5 or 2.5. If it's 2.5, I'd say under 1.5. It could go either way. I'd probably just play him by finish either way to be safe. If it's plus money,
Okay,
but we
I
won't
like
spend too
it.
much time on that one. That one's
Yeah, that's a quick mix up. Both fighters are fighting on short notice, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, it could go either way. But I think the educated guess or educated bet would be Zachary Reese there.
I would
Moving on
agree.
to the next fight, Johns versus Marcos bantamweight fight. Johns is coming off of a three loss streak, if I'm not mistaken here, or two losses in a row, Lima and Matsumoto. Um, I don't know. I think I'm kind of leaning Marcos here. I don't think he has the most exciting fighting style, but I know Johns is going to be fighting like a savage. He's coming off of two losses, but Marcos, he's 17-1. He's very skilled on the ground and in the stand up here. I don't know. I think I'm kind of leaning towards Marcos for this one.
Nah, I hear you. I think John's. I mean, I think we can agree on one thing that it's probably going to end in decision.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a boring ass
They're
fight.
they're both decision fighters. But I will say Johns has looked okay in his past two losses against people I'm very high on. Gene Matsumoto is a very talented prospect, and I believe the one before that was Lima. One of them was it last? I think against Matsumoto was actually a split decision. So I wanted to go Johns, but I don't know if I can take him as an official pick because Marcos just somehow finds ways to win. He beat our boy Yanez, Adrian Yanez, by split
Yep.
decision, who I'm pretty sure I had money on, and I was pissed off at the time, but it was a fair ruling. Um, I just think Marcos is that guy for some reason. He has the better shots, the cleaner shots. The judges seem to like him, and it's the opposite for Johns.
Yeah,
Johns had a
I
split
agree.
decision the other way, so I mean, we could be looking at a split. And I would lean towards Marcos landing the heavier damage, I think, especially with Johns' big head.
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that one. I do not think this is going to be an exciting fight by any means. I could see a lot of ground game going on in this, a little bit of hugging, but I do think that Marcos has the edge, and I see this going to decision at the end of the day. Um, we do have a lot of exciting fights in the main card. We don't want to spend too much time here in the prelims, but there was one fight I did want to highlight, the Ricky Simon and Barcelos fight. Um, I, they got Ricky at a minus 160 right now. I kind of feel a dog alert for this one. Um, I don't know. How do you feel about Barcelonas is a dog. He's
He
a
is.
fucking dog.
He is. He's getting older though.
He is. He's 38. He's
I got.
38.
I'm gonna go the other way on this one and say Ricky's my boy. I think he's only
Is it
lost
is it
to.
because he's got the mohawk? You like a good
I
mohawk.
think
Fans,
he doesn't
for a
have the
little background
mohawk,
on Swabi
mullet,
here,
no,
he's a
mullet.
huge NASCAR fan. He loves the.
Shout out to my boy who got robbed. We're gonna talk about that for 1 second. All right.
All right, jumping into the next fight, we have Gomes versus Pennington. I think all the UFC faithfuls they love Pennington. She's been around for a long time. She's at the end of her tail here for her UFC story. But as much as our faithful lover, I'm gonna go Gomes here. I think it's an easy pick. She's up and coming. She's young. She's 25. She's coming in with a record of 11-3. Swabby, I don't know about you, but I think I'm
No,
gonna go
that's
Gomes.
that's
I think that's an
that's
easy pick.
fair. I do say this could be another split decision. It's another women's fight.
Yeah, it's not
Uh,
going to be exciting. It's not going to be the one to tune into, at least
I
on this card.
I do think that Pennington will probably land more strikes, but Gomes will probably have the bigger moments and more damage. Pennington's just she's fought the who's who of the division. She fought Wei Lee. She's
She
never been
did.
finished though, so it's gonna be decision. She's
She
never been
did.
finished. But yeah, I have Pennington circled, but I think I'm gonna actually go Gomes. Just because she's the younger fighter, she should win. The UFC wants to hype her up, but
Yeah, she's going to have the cardio. Pennington has been known to gas out near the end of the fights. She hasn't got finished, like you mentioned, but I just see this swinging on Gomes' side. Skip over to the next fight. We got huge favorites. We got Hockett versus Gimenez. Um, you're rubbing your hands together. What do you
Hockett
have for us here, Swabby?
Hockett is the UFC wants to hype this guy, man. This is a showcase fight. I'm thinking first round KO at plus 140, or if you want to be safe, play the KO at minus 135. It's gonna end in ground and pound. No one knows this other dude. He's a jiu-jitsu player. He's kind of a fat slob. He's gonna weigh in at 265. He's gonna want to play off his back, and Hockett is all about America. He is literally Colby Covington, Sean Strickland, or Chuck Buffalo, but heavyweight. It's
Yeah,
awesome. The
yeah.
UFC wants it. I want it. I don't know if you saw his interview on Dana White's Contender Series,
I
but
did not.
he
No, I
is
missed
the
that.
man. He's the man. Look it up after this. He's hilarious. He's literally Colby Covington as a heavyweight. And that's enough said. No one even knows the other dude. Not worth it. But playing by knockout, minus 135 seems absurdly reasonable. I would have had it at minus 200, 250.
Okay, I like it. I like it. Um, Going into the next fight, we have Silva versus Cavalcanti. Big favorite on this. We got Cavalcanti coming in at a minus 255, Silva at a plus 205. You know, uh, the favorites coming in at 9-1. We got Silva at a 10-5 and 1 with a draw at the end of that. I don't know. I think this is an easy pick. This is another fight that I think most fight fans can agree. We're not too excited about it, but Swaby, to bring it over to you, what do you think about this one?
So, another example of women's MMA. I am going to tell you right now that I have been burned way too many times. You know, from the other
I know.
two
It's
weeks ago,
frustrating. It is
2 weeks
frustrating.
ago with what's her name? Was it Jacqueline Amora minus 500 or something crazy? And she loses.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Mayra Bueno Silva would just fought for the title 3 fights ago. I get she's on a 3 fight losing streak. She fought
She
for
is
the title.
desperate.
She fought for the title. One of her fights was a doctor stoppage. She was still in it. It was just a bad cut, bad luck. You know what I mean? Like that
Mhm.
happens. Her other loss after that was against Jasmine Jasudavicius, who is a savage. I love her. Like I know she got knocked out in like 3 seconds, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago, but savage. Cavalcante, on the other hand, has fought nobody, literally nobody. If you look up her recent fights, it's people that are retired, that are working at a market basket, like nobody. She's okay. I will say in her fight she was good. She's a decision person, but the value's on the dog here. I think it's a dog or pass situation, and I personally am going to sprinkle the plus 800 sub on Silva because
The sub.
if she's gonna win, that's how it's gonna be.
She does have 7 submission victories here. I don't hate that. I don't
She's a
hate that.
veteran. Cavalcante's not proven. Now, could Cavalcante blow me away and be world champion one day? Maybe. I
She
don't know.
could. She could.
But the value is not on her at a minus 250. I'm not touching that. I'm sprinkling the sub. You know I'm a submission guy. Let's go.
You are. I will say Silva did fight Pennington for the title, so let's keep that in mind. But that's good value. That's good
Pennington's
value. I
not. Pennington's legit. Pennington should still be champ. Well,
Suave.
he might have lost to Caleb.
It's tough. It's tough when we're talking
Pennington
about,
Pennington beat Juliana Pena. She should have been fighting Harrison for the title.
but it different fighter, same result
I
at
hear.
the end of the day. Harrison is an absolute dog, so
We can both agree our money is not going on Cavalcante. If you take it for a pick, that's fine. I get that. But if
value wise, if you want to make some money, you got to take a
what?
little bit of risk. I,
Picks
I don't hate that submission.
picks
She's got
ain't
7 wins
bets.
by submission. I
What?
don't hate that at all.
I don't hate the
Um,
they pick, but picks ain't bets. So
Safe bets, and we are not providing gambling advice by all means. We are just exposing what we will be betting on this weekend. So trend lightly, bet what you can afford. Be safe out there, folks. It's a dangerous world.
let's
Going
move on.
in, Going into our next fight, I know we're gonna disagree on this one. I'm gonna just say that before we even announce him. Simon versus Barcelos. I'm just gonna say it right now. I'm going Barcelos. I'm not a big Ricky Simon guy. I know you are. You love the mullet. I bet under that sweatshirt you probably have some stupid NASCAR shirt on. You have a million of them, of course. Denny Hamlin could have guessed it. If it wasn't Denny Hamlin, I would have said Chase Elliott.
Only Denny because my boy got robbed on Sunday and I lost freaking 2K. But we don't need to get into that. I'm not
Hey,
gonna.
the bounce back boys are considering doing a little bit of motorsports betting as well. So we could have a show for that. That's still in
This
the
is a
works. We're,
perfect
we're
week.
talking to some sponsors about that. We'll keep you posted.
He just lost, so it's time to bounce back this week, boy.
It is the
Um,
playoffs. It is the playoffs. But to dive back in, I mean, I don't even think this is a hard decision. I mean, Barcelos, he's on a 3 fight win streak. Ricky's Ricky, I don't know what Ricky I'm gonna get. I don't. And I know you're gonna say Barcelos is old. I don't care that he's 38. This dude is ripped up, okay? He gives me that Yoel Romero vibes where the older he gets, the more jacked he gets. I don't know what it is. I don't know what kind of water he's drinking down in Brazil, but homeboy is ripped the fuck up, okay? And, I don't mind Ricky Simon, but I'm not a big Ricky Simon guy.
that's fair. He had his losing streak, but I mean, I could compare him to Wow, this is a crazy comparison. Never mind.
I don't even want to
I
hear
was gonna say Dominic Reyes, but like that dude was fighting for the belt. So I'm gonna take that
it.
back. But I'm talking about like the losing streak. Now he's on a 2 fight win streak.
He
He beat
is.
he beat one of the Basharat bros. Like that's a tough fight. And not only did he beat him, he knocked him out in the first round. Knocked him out
Yeah.
cold in
I
the first
mean, he
round.
did just beat a guy that was 12-6 or 12 and
Let's
5.
let's
So
also not forget that he beat maybe the pound for pound best fighter in the UFC too. You don't want to forget about that. He put Marab de Vavashabulibla to sleep.
that was back in 2018, Swabi.
Yeah,
You're
you know
talking
what?
7 years ago, guy.
No,
I mean, come on.
oh, I was in my prime. Where was Marab?
I don't even, you know what? I don't know how old Marab is now. Let me double check.
They're
He's
probably
34.
they're the same age, so that's a fair fight back then. Not my
Yeah.
fault,
I mean,
but
okay, so you're telling me if they run it back right now, Marab doesn't maul him.
no,
Like
I'm
like
just kidding.
literally a 0.0002% chance for
Yeah,
Simon.
Marab 50-45 sim. But back to my point about Ricky. I know. I think these are two wrestling, grappling fighters that when that happens, it's going to end up being stand up. And I think Ricky has the better hands. Simple as that.
Dude,
I get Barca. If it goes to the ground,
who
like
who did
Ricky's the
Barcelos just beat?
was it Garbrandt? I know he beat
Yeah,
Peyton Top.
it was Cody.
Cody's
It was
trash. Clash two
dude,
Cody. I know
Cody.
you hate Cody.
I I was a huge Cody fan before he just started getting clipped every time. I mean, he's got no chin. Everybody knows it. He's still a good fighter. He still
Is
has
he?
hands.
Is he?
Is he?
Is he?
Dude, stop it.
They had him matched up with Miles Johns not too long ago, and I know the
Oh,
fight got canceled, but
yeah,
Miles
because he
John is the
lost his
hardest
chin.
fight.
Cody coming up was a problem. We all know that.
Yeah, and then TJ Dillashaw, put an end to that.
And TJ Dillashaw tested positive for steroids, and he's
You know
also
what?
still banned. So we also know that. So
Innocent till proven guilty.
he was proved guilty. He's still suspended.
All
I
right,
mean,
whatever. So
we're
we're
gonna
split on
disagree
this
on
one.
this one.
So you wanna bet me straight up on this one?
I mean,
I'll give you 2-1 odds.
Bar
That's a deal for you.
Barcelos is a plus 150. So if you really have that much faith in Ricky, then let's run it.
We'll do 50-25. That's a fair bet for you because that's better than the odds DraftKings will give you.
Let's
Barcelos
do it.
wins, I'll give you 50. Ricky wins, you give me 25.
That's not how this is gonna work.
Yeah,
Ricky's a minus 180.
yeah, that's less than 2-1, brother.
Okay. Well, we can discuss this offline.
I know you're
I
not good at math. We
I
were in the same math class in high school. I know you can't comprehend, but I'm giving you better
I
odds.
can do math. I can do math. We'll run the figures and we'll see what
So,
we come up with.
so
I
you're
personally
scared.
think it's probably going to be closer to like 51, 22, 50. I mean, I'm not just going to give you the 25 like that.
I can't wait till you put this on YouTube and all your coworkers can laugh at you. So let's
Listen,
go on to the next fight. Let's keep
we'll
it
go on to
moving.
the next fight. I'm going Barcelos. You're going Simon. I'm going to win. You're going to lose.
Yeah.
Easy peasy.
I think we can go quick on this next one because I mean people probably don't even know these two fighters.
Emmers and Amil. I don't know how many UFC fighters are from the Philippines, to be honest. And I'm not trying to be that guy, but I don't know. It's he's a favorite. He's coming in at 11-1. I looked at his past fights. I don't recognize any of these names. Um, I all right, jumping into the next fight, we got Emil Emmers. We discussed this briefly before. Pass it over to Suave. What do you think about this one?
I don't believe in Emil. I honestly I think both these guys are top 20, top 25 guys at best. It should be a actual interesting fight, a good fight. It probably ends in finish. Amil, hard to judge, got knocked out in his last fight in the first round. Crazy flying knee by Delgado, but we know Delgado's
Big,
legit. He's going to be fighting for belts
yeah,
in the
yeah.
future.
Delgado's a dog.
Prior to that, beat Gomes. No one saw that coming, including me. Everyone had money on Gomes. Gomes was coming off a big win over Brito, who everyone thought Brito was going to win. So Emil's tough. I mean, before that, 50-piece McNugget on whoever that debutant was, that was insane. Got him all the hype he has. Emmers coming off a first round knockout against a bum. Prior to that, he fought Nate Landwehr, Nate the Train, my boy. Realistically, Nate won that fight in the first round, but Emmers put it on him.
Yeah.
Should have knocked him out. Like, I don't
But
know how Nate the Train is Nate the Train. Like
yeah, he's got a
he
skill chin.
he's a different breed. Like he's
Yeah.
not his chin's not even fair. Like he's just an animal. And then prior to that, first round knockout against Budka or Bujka or however you say it. But technically Hammers could be coming off 3 first round KOs. So I think Emil's got dog in him. I think Emmers has that power, has that clean boxing. So I would lean Emmers dog or pass situation betting wise. It should be a good fight.
Okay. All right. Going into this next fight, I'm excited for this one. We got Tulio versus CLD. Tulio's got 3 knockouts in a row. This guy is an absolute killer. Okay. If you're looking for an exciting fight, you don't want to see two fighters hold on to each other, hug each other the whole time. Tune into this one. This one's going to be an absolute banger.
If anyone's hugging anyone, I promise you, CLD will be hugging Tulio.
If he can get
Tulio,
his hands around him. Tulio is built different, okay?
Tulio, I would say, is my personal lock of the night, which means you should probably fade him because when I have a lock of the night, it just doesn't go well. I don't know if it's a Bulgarian situation or what it might be, but whenever I love a fighter, it usually doesn't go well. But Tulio is a beast. Crazy enough, I don't know if you knew this, he fought in the Contender Series twice. He didn't get signed on the first time after
Yeah.
a win. Then he got signed because he knocked the dude out. I know he's been on fire. He knocked out Trayshawn Gore in his last fight. Gore has a freaking chin, and Gore took a beating. That was freaking wild. CLD, on the other hand, I think you can agree that there's people in this sport that are fighters, and then there's athletes, and
Mhm.
there's a big difference.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
CLD, I would categorize as an athlete. Yes, is he going to be bottom of the tier fighters, middle of the tier maybe? Just he's an athlete. Could he win this fight? Yes, he could do a spinning kick or something crazy and knock this dude out. He's just an athlete, but he doesn't have that dog in him like
No.
Tulio.
No, no. Tulio's got some fist of fury. This dude's got stones for fists. I don't I like CLD. I do. I like watching him fight. He's got a couple knockouts on his resume, but I think the easy pick here is Tulio. We don't agree much, especially when you really love something. This might be scary that we both really like this guy,
But it's
but
a hammer. It's a hammer.
he's
It doesn't hurt that Tulio has one of the best corner women in the game, helping him out in the corner. I don't know if you know
who's
who I'm
this?
referring to.
No.
She might have fought last week and honestly kind of got a robbery win, but I'll take it because I had money on her.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
His girlfriend,
Norma
Norma Dumont.
Suave.
Great coach. That's all I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Oh,
say.
yeah. She's great. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's been around sport for a long time. Knows her stuff.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
no, she's on like a 8 fight winning streak or something crazy.
Yeah.
Even though, like, I thought she lost last week, but I'm not a judge, so we're on the same page though. Tulio all the way. I think this is the hammer of the week, and we actually agree, so that's crazy.
That is crazy. I know we're not going to agree on the next fight because,
Get into
or
it.
actually, wait, no. I think we were kind of on the same page on this one. The other one was the one that we weren't gonna see eye to eye on. What we're talking about is there's two brothers fighting this fight night. That's always an interesting dynamic, right? Because I'm not gonna say it all depends, but usually whoever's the second fighter, you're gonna go into that fight with a little bit of different emotions. You know, you got a younger brother fighting a fight or two fights before you. If he gets knocked out, which, spoiler alert, we're kind of both
Wah,
calling
wah,
it with the dog. I think
wah.
Padilla's gonna beat his little brother's ass, and I hate to be so direct and I don't want to put bad omens out there, but I don't know. And that could really it's going to affect how I bet because I am going with the older brother later on in the night. So I don't know. I don't know, but let's give the fans what they're looking for. Let's give the analysis on this one. Swabby, what do you think about this?
I'm with you 100%. I think Padilla is the way to go. I mean, it's going to be a great fight. Bonfim, this Ishmael, however you
Ishmael,
say it,
yeah.
is definitely the weaker of the two brothers. I
He's
think
a boring fighter.
he's a quitter. He quit in his last fight.
I
I don't
don't
know.
want to watch that.
He got
And
kicked. He got
honestly,
kicked in the head, and he quit on the stool. He made it to the end of the round, and then he threw in the white flag. And I'm not betting on quitters. I'm betting on Chris Taco. I mean, his middle name is Taco. How do you not
I
bet on?
love tacos. How could you
Everyone
bet
loves
against this
tacos.
guy?
You can't bet against a guy whose nickname is Taco. Padilla. And I'll tell you one thing. I can see another doctor stoppage. This dude has nasty elbows. He slit open. Who was it? And two fights ago. Last fight he fought Jai Herbert. Bad matchup. He won the split decision. Questionable call, but
I think it was Wrong Zoo before that.
yes, and Rongju is nasty. I'm
Wrong
a big
Zoo.
Rongju guy.
Yeah,
He's nasty.
27-6.
Yeah, he's
He's a
nasty.
dog.
But he slit him. Those bows are furious. So I'm with you 100%. Padilla all the way. Underdog. Lock it
This
in.
is a gift. All
Let's
right,
get it.
folks. If you were listening to any of this podcast, the show, whatever you want to call it. These are just two guys talking about fights, picking our favorites, picking some winners. If you're gonna listen to anything, okay, and after you hear this, you put this bet in right now. Padilla's a plus 170 dog on
Yeah.
this, and
Yep.
he's 8-1 knockouts. He's 5-2 in subs. I'm gonna go on a limb, and I don't have the exact odds in front of me, but we can pull it up as I'm talking and rambling.
I'll
If
grab it.
he's plus 170 money line, I see him winning this by finish. I don't know about you, but I'm willing to take that risk. And if you want to be conservative, the plus 170, I mean, come on, throw some ones on that. Feed your
Dude.
family. Those are good ass odds.
So I'll tell you right now, right? You want to hear it?
Let's hear
KO.
it.
KO 550. Submission 550. When have you ever seen that? That shows how versatile he is because he can go to the wrestling if he needs to.
What is this saying for
Finish.
knockout or submission, no decision, either or?
So by finish, we have plus 275. But like you worded it perfectly because you don't even need to go that route. Plus
Yeah,
170.
you don't. You can be
Great
safe.
value. You can
Listen,
sprinkle finish.
we're not giving gambling advice, okay? Because we're probably gonna reach for the stars on this one. I mean, that plus 550, my mouth is watering as we're talking about this. So,
How about which one do you like? How about you go knockout, I go sub, or vice versa?
I
Ah,
mean, if we're looking at odds, I'm looking at 8-1 versus 5-2. I'm going knockout.
all
He did
right.
win by a decision his last fight. The fight prior, he did win by knockout in the second round, actually. So I'm gonna go by knockout.
That's
Why
fair.
not?
I love my submission, so I'm perfectly fine going by sub. It would probably be a club and sub, which will suck for you, but be great for me. So I love it.
We'll
We're
see.
on the same page. Let's move on to this one, which I'm gonna take your input on because I have no idea, and I hope you sway me one way.
You know, this is a tough fight. We got a 41-year-old versus someone that's 32, okay? And on paper, you look at it and you go, I'm gonna go the younger guy. This 41-year-old robot from fucking Russia is from a different planet. Okay. Selikov is a fucking savage, and I did have to wait 5 minutes to swear, just so everybody knows those are YouTube rules. We'll try to limit the profanity to as much as we can, but
Yep.
this guy has won his last two fights by knockout. I don't understand it. He's 41 years old. I don't know. I
I'll
don't get
say
it
not only knockout, but knockout in devastating
in
fashion.
death.
One of them as a massive underdog.
He I don't know. I listen.
I think it sounds like you know who you want.
I I'm gonna fade Medic on this. I know he's the favorite. The odds makers have him coming in at minus 150. He's got a good record. He's 11-3. He's the younger guy. He just actually knocked out Urbina, but again, kind of a no name, 7-5.
Got
I don't know.
dropped in that fight too by Urbina. First punch dropped on the ground. He's been dropped in multiple fights. But
I think we got a good odd for this, and I didn't think we were going to agree on this because I feel like I sound crazy. He's 41 years old. The guy is, he's at the end of his career. I mean, I don't know, you're going to look back to Glover. There's been a couple guys that have been able to do it, obviously. Um, but I mean, this guy is just an absolute dog. I mean, he just knocked out Carlos Leal. He's got all this momentum. Like, I don't know. I like the dog on this. Swabi, as we're talking, I'm actually going to pull up the DraftKings odds and what we got our boy by knockout here
yeah,
because
you pull that up, and I'll say, I'll be honest. I had Leal. I'm pretty sure I had a big money bet on him by first round KO.
Yep.
Um,
Who?
and it was only like plus 200 or something silly. If it would have been the opposite of the way it went, I think Salikov was like plus 900 or something crazy. So that hurt.
Huh,
I do like Medic. For some reason, sometimes I think he's Polish, just like me,
he's from Serbia.
which makes me want to like him, and he's not. So at this
Yeah,
point,
he's
I mean,
definitely not
I'm
Polish.
down to
No.
go Salikov.
Honestly, not to be biased. I mean, in closed doors, me and Swabi have had this conversation probably a million times. The Polish fighters are starting to fall off. They were having a good run
Oh, they're
for,
heating up.
huh?
The opposite, bro. Heating up. Bro, the Jourdain bros?
Okay, the Jourdain
Jourdain just
Bros, bro.
knocked out Davy
How
Grant.
how how
Jourdain, the other
long
one
how
choked
long
out.
did we talk about Jan Pereira? That was supposed to be Jan running
Jan won
through
that
him.
fight.
He
Don't
did
even
not win
start with
that. Don't
this.
disrespect Pereira like
It was
that.
a split decision.
Don't disrespect
Okay.
Pereira like
Even if
that.
Jan lost, who else is going to a split with Pereira? Name anyone. Everyone's losing to that guy. Jan went to split with him and a draw with Ankalaev. You can't disrespect Jan. He's got bad luck. And I know you think he beat Carlos Ulberg, who's fighting for the belt next.
I did.
Jan's
I'm not
had
gonna just.
he's had a bad stretch of luck, and he's 40 something years old.
Do you think he's gonna get better
I don't
or
think
no?
he looks bad. I think
I
he
don't
lost
think he's gonna
Polish
get any
power.
better at this age. Let's read the
All right.
writing on the
Well,
wall.
we're getting off topic.
Regardless,
The Polish
regardless.
brothers,
I
Ola
did
J.
pull I
Oh
did
yeah,
pull up
hold on.
those
Actually, hold
odds.
on. Time out. The Olajaychik brothers too. Ever since Mike Mikhail Olajaychik joined
Okay.
Fighting Nerds,
I'm
he's been
not.
finishing people. His younger brother just dominated on DWCS.
He
So
did,
don't
but
disrespect Owens.
he's got a
That's all I'm
long
saying.
way to go. He's
Yeah,
got a long way to go before we
yeah.
start talking about
Tibura's
him again.
washed up. Whatever, dude. Leave
Whatever.
me alone. All right, so we're going Sally Cop on this. What
Sally
do we got?
Koff, I did bring up the odds by KO. Honestly, they're plus 200. So
Oh,
if he, I don't know if it goes to decision.
no, looking
I
at the
think.
wrong value. First round KO, baby. What do we got?
Oh, okay.
Oh, only 350. That's not even that
I
good.
don't like that at all. I think the odds may, I think this is a trap fight. I think they want people betting on Medic, knowing that Salakoff is going to win. I
No,
think
if
it's a
you saw,
trap.
what's his name is one of the favorite dogs of the week. I think that's the trap. I think they want people betting on Salikov.
Well, I mean, we just put ourselves in a corner. We're both going
I
Salakoff
think we
here.
just passed. I think we were high on it, and now you didn't convince
After
me.
discussing it,
You want to
man,
bet me straight up? I'll take Medic.
let's just do. I
He
mean, the
kind of
odds
looks
are
like you,
somewhat.
dude.
I
He kind
don't. I don't want to go into the math. We don't have to start doing algebra. Let's just do 100, 100. I'll take Salakoff. You think you take Medic. I don't even think you you can't tell me that if what?
of looks like you.
No,
If
my
you were
hairline's
bald.
not that far back. It's
That
kind of
no,
far back. It's not
I
that far
was gonna
back.
say if you were balding. I'm not, yeah, 100, 100. So that's our second bet of the night. Let's
Listen, before we move on, I'm gonna make one point. Salakoff could come in at minus 135 and Medic at plus 120, and nobody would bat an eye. Okay, so
all right. Let's go. I like it. Let's
okay,
move on. We got two left. Oh, this next one makes no sense, but we'll see.
yeah,
I don't even think we need to spend much time on it, but
yeah.
go ahead and
Schnell is Chanel. He's just kind of gross. I
you
don't
know,
like it.
Vince,
The what?
multiple times Schnell has done the double tap while getting submitted.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Listen, if the FBI is going to start looking into fighters, Matt Schnell, okay? He is, I don't know where he fights out of. I could probably get you some information from Zoom Info. Oh, he's at Fortis MMA. FBI, if you're listening to this, why don't you look at Matt Schnell? He be throwing every single fight he's into, all right?
He's also retired like six times. I
Listen,
used to like him. He was in one of the best fights I've ever seen, like 4 years ago
yeah,
against that dude. I
time
don't
has
even
took its
name.
toll on our boy Schnelly.
I think we
Um,
don't overthink it. Morales by sub at plus 150. It doesn't sound great, but I actually think it's good odds. I think Morales gets it done by sub,
yeah,
and
and it,
that's
you know
about
what?
it.
A card like this, it is tough that they have that as the co-main.
Weird, so weird. There's
It
so many
is
better
weird.
fights. It
I
should be
honestly, I'm not
CLD.
sleeping on this card. I think it could be pretty entertaining. I mean, maybe we'll get lucky with one of the chick fights. You never know. We'll see if there's a little bit of action there. I do think we're going to see some finishes, which will be exciting.
Yep.
Um,
Actually, a lot
but
of missions on this one. I like the sub props, but yeah, this one, whatever. I mean, it
no
should be.
cycle
Let's be honest.
parlays for you. Are we going to do the decision
We'll
submission knockout?
we'll cook something up when we're done. I
Okay.
do. Oh, what was I gonna say? I completely forget it. It's all good. Let's just carry on. This fight is whack.
All right, going into the main event and folks stick with us here. We got UFC 322 coming up next weekend. I'm so excited for that, and not to go off topic, but I usually go off topic and ramble. 322 is going to be one of the best fight cards of the year, if not the best. I know that there's rumors about the White House card, but this is going to be a banger. So make sure you tune in, like and subscribe. Check in with us next week. We're gonna have a lot of good conversation about that UFC 322. But to go into the main event, we got the welterweights. We got the older
Wait,
brother.
real quick, can I say one thing? I said you
What you
look
can say,
like I.
whatever. Tune
You
in.
looked like
Tell me
you
to
look.
shut
No,
up.
no, I'm gonna make fun of myself here. You're gonna like this. I
Okay,
said
let's
you
hear it,
looked like Medic, but like now that I'm looking at Sally Cobb, we kind of have the same hairline. I got the
dude.
triangle going
Yeah,
on. Look at this dude. I know he's gonna cut
yeah,
short. It's
yeah.
very
Well, you know
short
what?
right
It's
now,
like the.
but he
So I
has
just
the
got a haircut, so
triangles.
they lined it up. But yeah, it's the M. It's the M.
You got
But
the
listen, I'm
you got the
32, you're
Stephen A.
32. We
You got the
can't.
Stephen A. Smith going on, bro.
It's
Uh,
gone back a little bit, Suave. Give me
man,
fuck,
I
dude.
asked my daughter earlier. I said, "Should I wear a hat or no hat?" And she's like, "No," but she's shorter than me, so she can't see this. But I'm looking
Yeah.
at it now. I'm like, "Dang, I should have
Listen,
a dang hat."
we're getting old, dude. I'm gonna wear a hat. Maybe some shows I'll come hatless. You never know, but yeah, come
I
talk
am
to us
sorry
when you're
for.
fucking 32, and let's see how your hair looks. All right.
I am sorry for
Um,
interrupting you. We'll get to this last breakdown
let's
though.
get to the last one. Yeah, we got the older brother Bonfim versus Randy Brown. Um, I, I hate this fight, and reason being is I'm kind of going towards the older brother, but it completely negates what I was talking about earlier because I think the younger brother gets knocked out by Padilla. I think Bonfim is a very boring fighter, but I'm not going to ignore the fact that he's 18 and 1. Um, I don't know. Swabby, I know you're probably gonna go Brown here. He's the better striker, and do I want to root for the guy that's gonna take him down and hold him? No, I don't. But I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't know. I gotta put some respect on Bonfim's name.
That's fair. I disagree, and
Of
you're
course
right.
you do. Why would you fucking agree?
Um, I think these odds are actually the complete opposite, with Bonfim at minus 175 and Brown at plus 145. I think it should be the opposite. So I'm going to take advantage of this. Keep in mind, this is a 5 round fight. Bonfim's cardio is trash. Dude will go for the finish in the first round. I get it. He's exciting. If he doesn't get that finish, he's pretty much cooked in a 3 round fight. So I don't see how he's going to go 5 rounds with Randy Brown, who is taller, has good takedown defense.
Has
Um,
been in the UFC since 2016.
he's been hot. I know he had that one fluke loss to Brian Battle, which I think we both know
Brian Battle,
fucking
who is
fight.
fighting for whose association right now?
Dirty boxing or whatever. But
Dude, Brian Battle's fighting for like 5K or
that
like
was a terrible
2,500.
decision. Brown won that fight too. He just knocked out Dalby, who doesn't get knocked out. Randy Brown can be cautious at points and not go for the kill, which I
So that is the
understand.
well, hold on. Take a step back. So who is Bonfim's only loss to?
Bonfim's, in my opinion, he has 2 losses. Dalby and Wonderboy Thompson, because he did
Um,
not beat Wonderboy.
and that is a red flag, okay? Because Wonder Boy, he's got to be over 40. Let me get
And
the
he's
exact
tall and
age.
lanky and
He's
has
42. Wonder Boy's 42, and that was a close fight, but he submitted our boy, bro. Do you remember who was the fight before?
who was it?
Chaos. Do you remember
Uh,
how much Chaos came into the UFC with so much hype?
you
I
got
thought
me
he
on
was gonna win every
chaos
single
train.
fight.
You really did. And
I thought he was gonna win every single fight. He
no,
was
but
something
he's
different.
bad. He's not even that good. He just knocks people out, and we loved him at first.
Yeah, well, he he came out like a bat out of hell, dude.
And no,
Homeboy
I
was
won a
knocking
lot of
people
money.
out.
I won a lot of money on chaos. So, but
Yeah,
I'm not
we like
impressed by that.
chaos. We're chaos fans here.
I'm on Brown. You're on Bonfim. That's
And I
cool.
don't like it. I don't like it. I could be swayed. Um, I don't know. I don't think he's
Bonfim,
a,
this is the type of fight where I'd be confident being down the whole night,
but
like
this is
big,
the fight.
and winning all my money back.
Listen, that or this is the fight where we're watching and every single minute of that fight we're like, please get off of the ground. Please get off of the ground. And then he gets taken down again, and then we're looking at the time
Well, but
left.
you don't
And
have 5 rounds of that. I don't. I think Bonfim might get a takedown in the first. I think after the first, your boy's toast.
he's not my boy. I could go against both the brothers right now. I
Um,
mean,
you
I
better
think
bet I got locked in the Bonfim fade parlay cooked up. 2 dogs, too. It's gonna be great. You know what? Let me cook it up real quick. Tell you what those
I
are. But no, we're good. We're on opposite sides. And what are we thinking for some lays, dude? Should we give the people some bets or
so my lock of the night, okay? And this is going to be something you don't have to put a lot of money on. It's not crazy high odds or anything like that. And we might share the same pick, so hopefully I'm just so confident that this is going to hit. So this is what I'm going to ride with. I'm going to go with Padilla, Solikov, and these are both money lines. And I'm going to go with Silva over CLD. You got plus 811 odds. Put 25 on that. That's to win 227. It's 3 fights. I'm not asking for submissions, knockouts. I think that's a very safe bet.
that?
Bet
I like.
responsibly, bet wisely. Don't bet what you can't afford. But just to show
You
Oh,
can't see it because you're in
because I blurred. Well, I'm in Puerto Rico,
Puerto
so
Rico, wherever you're at.
yeah, you know,
Puerto Reno.
it's nice and warm over here. So no cell phones is what
I
the
will.
locals say.
I'll just throw my fade the Bonfim Bros parlay. I haven't heard anyone taking it. I think I'm the only one on it. Padilla Brown get you at plus 546, just a two-legger. Especially if Padilla wins, I think his older brother is gonna be older, younger. I don't know, but he's gonna be distraught after his brother gets knocked
Yeah,
out.
I think and that's why I'm not going to put it in the parlay for the fans here because I want
No,
everybody to make
fine.
money.
And we both
Uh,
got Padilla, but 100 wins you 646. I mean, that's what I like.
100 wins what?
646.
Oh, well, I mean, if I was putting 25 on mine, let me just run some quick numbers here. If we're doing 100, I mean, my parlay 100 wins $911
I
in one
like it.
cent.
I like it. We're both putting a lot of faith in Padilla as a dog, but is what it is.
That's
And
easy money. I think that's a game for the betting community out here. I
if
think that's a little trick.
if I had to do a quick cycle parlay, just scrolling through, I think we were both on Marcos, right? By decision because they're
Yep,
just
boring. Yep, absolutely.
and then I think we get crazy and we do like Bueno Silva by submission.
Okay.
And I think we go, so that's my pick. And I think we take your boy, Salikov by knockout. And that's going to be some crazy, crazy
What
payout.
are those odds? I'd love to hear them. I hope there's something crazy.
So Marco Silva, just so you know, a long shot parlay, 20 bucks or something. Plus 5,300. So 20 wins you 1,080.
1,080. Okay, folks. Well, we got three parlays for you. We can
Let's
put it
do it.
into the what's good, Swabby?
No, I said, yeah, that should probably do it. We don't want to give out too much.
No, and again, bet responsibly. We're not giving out gambling advice. These are just the wagers that we're going to put in for this weekend. Please like, subscribe, tune in next week. Huge stacked card. I'm so excited about it. I mean, we're probably going to talk about every fight, so put some time aside. It'll probably be a long one. Um, as far as the bets that we're putting in tonight, we will put those in the comments so everybody can tail for Saturday. Prelims started around 4:15, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Um, but we'll see you next week. Pleasure. Suave, anything, any closing comments?
Well, good luck, everybody. It's going to be
Good
a good
luck.
week.
Bet responsibly, bet safe. We'll see you next week.